Hey, what's up you guys? It's Desiree, and today I'm going to be going over all the books that I read in May. This month I was able to read 5 books, and I think that average of a book a week was really good because I'm still in high school, I'm getting ready for graduation, and this month was pretty crazy for me, so I'm happy with 5 books. The first book that I read is The Selection by Kira Cass. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic North America, now called Ilea. And the prince of this country, Prince Maxon, has now reached the age where he is looking for his princess. Thus, the competition called The Selection. The Selection is a competition to win the prince's heart. So girls put their pictures into this lottery in hopes of being one of the selected. Only 35 girls are selected to be a part of this competition, and one of them is our main character, America Singer. Then she finds herself in this competition for this crown that she didn't even want. She didn't even think she was gonna get chosen. I was honestly so put off by this book because I thought it would be super girly. I was like, what kind of dystopian looks like this? What kind of dystopian has ball gowns on the front and a pretty tiara? But I really like this book. I think it actually deserves the ratings that it's getting on Goodreads, which is about a 4. And I gave it a 4 because I thought it was that good. It is nothing like how I thought it was going to be when I first heard about this book. I have the sequel to this book, and I'm really excited to get the last book in this series and then finish it off because it's pretty good. I'm telling you. The next book that I read is another dystopian, and that is Prodigy by Mary Lou. It is the second book in the Legend series, and Legend was so good. In this series, you have Day and June. Day is the country's most wanted criminal. He is only about 15 years old. And June is the country's most beloved prodigy. She is the perfect soldier, and her first mission is to track down Day. So their lives get intertwined, and they get put into some crazy situations, and some stuff happens. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to spoil you. After the events of Legend, some more stuff happens. I don't know what I can say without giving away anything, except that this book is still about Day and June. Definitely not my favorite sequel to any series, but it was still good. I still enjoyed it. But the first book was better, so go check out Legend. The next book that I read is The Fault in Our Stars by Sean Green, just in time to see the movie coming out in June. And yes, this is a signed copy. My sisters had this for 2 years, and I just read it now. I know, you guys probably think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. In case you don't already know what this book is about, it is about a girl named Hazel, and she is terminal with cancer. Then she meets this boy named Augustus Waters, and it's basically about how their lives intertwine and how they fall in love with each other, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I only gave it a 4 out of 5, but that's because I got spoiled on the ending of this book, so the feels didn't hit me as hard. I didn't cry, but I still thought it was really good. It's definitely not a cancer book. I would say it is contemporary, realistic fiction, romance. Go watch the movie! The next book that I read is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and it is a futuristic retelling of a classic fairy tale, Cinderella. If you didn't already get that from the name, from the shoes. Cinder is a 16-year-old cyborg, and then her life becomes intertwined with Prince Kai's, and she finds out more about herself throughout the book than she ever thought there was to her. I really enjoyed where Marissa Meyer took this story. I just thought it was really cool. People say it's like fairy tales and the Terminator and Star Wars all mixed together. And even though I haven't watched the Terminator, I still love fairy tales and I love Star Wars. So that combines two of the things that I love so much in one book. So I love this book too. I actually have no idea what I gave this on Goodreads. I think I might have given it a 4, but if I did give it a 4, I think I'm gonna change it and give it a 5. The last book that I read is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and I went over this in my May haul video as well. It is about a girl who missed her flight to her dad's wedding, so she has to get on a later flight, and on that later flight she meets this boy named Oliver. He's British and he is sitting in her row. They kind of fall in love during their flight, and it is more than just a love story. It is also about dealing with your parents' divorce and dealing with your parents moving on and marrying other people. I don't have divorced parents, but I feel like what she wrote about for her main character was very realistic and believable. She is pretty bitter and it gets resolved pretty quickly in the end, so I think it could have been a little bit longer. So I think that if the relationship with the dad wasn't resolved so quickly and so smoothly and became so perfect once again at the end, I would have bought into the story even more. I think I would have liked it more. It was still good. It didn't turn out exactly how I thought it would. I would have liked to see Oliver more. I think that would be like my one major complaint about this book. So that is it for my May wrap up. Let me know if you enjoyed any of these books in the comments down below, but don't give me any spoilers, please. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!